Hey, welcome to Fast Forward. I'm Jordan Henry.
And I'm Stephen Decker. Fast Forward is a variety show produced by the students at the College of Journalism and Mass Communications. Jordan, do you think the J School's haunted?
No, but we can find out.
Let's call Ghost Cops.
We can do that after the next episode.
Ghost Cops is next.
You told him we were coming, right? Oh, sweet. Let's try it. Hello, is anyone home?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hi. You call us?
Yeah, you're the Ghost Cops, right?
Well, yeah.
So, as you can see, there's a lot of walls in this house. The rug, I found that in the garbage. So, it's kind of new, but it's kind of old. And then the bathroom, that has the washing machine and the drying machine. So, it's kind of like a 3-in-1 combo there, because you can do your laundry also while you go into the bathroom. And then there's a couch over here, there's a little couch in the living room.
Well, my friend, first glance, everything seems all right. You were telling me you're hearing some spectral activity, or?
I've got a surprise for you. Come on, guys, let's go. I'll show you. Right in here. How cool is that?
Okay, go ahead. Jake, you're first. You're first. Cobweb.
Wow, look at all the potential here. This is pretty neat. Oh, here we go. Oh, whoa.
Oh, and that's a body. Okay, just gonna leave that there. And panic. Come on. No. Come on. I'm first. Stop. Ow. Leave me. Don't leave me.
That does it for this house.
You guys going somewhere?
Jake and I have gone through the process of bringing on a new intern. He's a real go-getter. I think we're really gonna like him a lot, but we really needed him because we were having a little bit of difficulty managing our case files. Some of our, ghost hunts have gone better than others. We've had a couple run-ins with some, interesting characters, but I think that we're really gonna like this intern. We're out of lotion again. Anyone run and grab some, please?
All right, I'll get it.
No, wait. Just we got a new intern, right? Let's have John do it.
Oh, right.
I've made a grave mistake. Okay, everyone, gonna call a team meeting, just full-time staff only.
What's going on?
The cuckoo has flown from the nest.
What's that mean?
God, dang it, we went over this. Okay, anyway, we need to get rid of the intern. He freaking sucks.
How are we gonna do that?
I don't know, figure it out.
I gotta
Figure it out.
Jake, it's on my contract.
Figure it out. Jake, it's time to pull out the big guns.
Not again.
Jake, you know what to do. Okay.
This didn't work last time.
Throw this thing on. You gotta get in there and scare him. Come on.
No.
Come on. Come on. Stay calm, ghost attack, stay calm, everyone stay calm, it's a ghost attack. Come on. Come on.
Stop. You guys are a bunch of freaks.
Okay, I just got off the phone with ghost cops and they're on the way. What are you reading?
I'm reading about Professor Conroy, the haunted journalism professor.
That's just a legend. But if you want to learn about a real legend, then we're going to catch up with the name On the Bandwagon with Scott Frost.
Scott Frost, you know him, you love him. But how did he get where he is today? Well, let's find out. Scott Frost was born and raised in Wood River, Nebraska, where he was the star quarterback. After a 2-year stint as a safety for Stanford, Frost transferred back to Nebraska, where he sat out his first year with a redshirt, before leading Nebraska to 2 winning seasons and an undefeated national championship in 1997. Frost was picked 67th in the 1998 NFL Draft, and he bounced around for 7 years playing safety and special teams in New York, Cleveland, Green, and Tampa Bay. During one of these years, Frost took a graduate assistant role with Nebraska while on injured reserve, and that got him hooked on the other thing that would define his career: coaching. Frost started his coaching career in 2007, where he was the linebackers coach for FCS School, Northern Iowa. Promoted to defensive coordinator 1 year later, Frost's defense had 40 takeaways and was 9th in the nation in scoring defense. Frost then moved on to Oregon and the offensive side of the ball, where he went to receivers coach under Chip Kelly and his dynamic offense. A few years later, he transitioned into offensive coordinator under Mark Helfrich, helping to design an offense that finished in the top 6 in the nation every year he coached. Frost was then hired to be the UCF head coach in 2016, where he took a team that went 0-12 to 6-6 to 13-0, and national champions. Kinda. Frost won a bevy of awards during his time in Central Florida, including a Coach of the Year award. Frost then came back and joined his alma mater, Nebraska, to try and turn around a program in need of new leadership. Where will Scott Frost go from here? I'm not sure, but looking at his career, we can only be excited. Thanks for watching.
I'm super excited to see the spring game.
I'm busy that day. I'm gonna go see the remake of Total Recall.
What's that?
Well, let's find out with John on Hash It Out.
Hello and welcome back once again to Hash It Out, the show where I discuss various opinions of movie remakes and their originals. I'm your host, John Jones, and today I will be talking about the movie Total Recall. Total Recall is about a man named Douglas Quaid who visits the memory implanting service named Recall, and in doing so starts unlocking hidden secrets within him and a path down a deep rabbit hole of corruption and greed. The original Total Recall came out in 1990 and featured great actors like Sharon Stone, Michael Ironside, and the master of termination himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Total Recall, released in 2012, stars strong actors like Kate Beckinsale, Bryan Cranston, and Colin Farrell. Now, there really isn't too many differences in the storyline, except that in the 90s version, Arnold fights to save the people of Mars and give them air. And in the 2012 version, Colin saves the people of Earth from a leader turned tyrant and an army of robot soldiers. The poll of this episode yielded some very one-sided results, however, with a unanimous win for Arnold and the Total Recall of the 90s. They said things like the 90s Recall was so corny it was good, and that Arnold just made the movie. They thought that the idea of living on Mars was a way better concept. as for the 2012 movie, they said that it just didn't hold the same effect as the original and used too much CGI.
Establish a barricade in zone 217.
I want all units to maintain their perimeter. Drive him into that barricade. Do not allow him any room for evasion. Is that clear?
Copy that, 905. All vehicles.
Well, alright. Another original mains the champ, and the 2012 Total Recall made a strong effort, but the original just couldn't be beat. Even though Colin Farrell does great work, he just couldn't create the same magic Arnold could. Thanks for watching this segment of Hash It Out. I'm John Jones, and remember to tune in next time for another great movie set.
Well, that was pretty good. I'll have to watch when I get home.
You have to watch the original first.
Yeah, well, I'll do that, but I'll do it after the break.
Don't go anywhere. Fast Forward will be back soon.
People are tired of listening to the same old sports shows. We'll be tired no longer and tune into the second string on KRNU 2. Join hosts Alex Fernando.
Listen, the Big Ten will not have a team in the playoffs.
And Nate Muehlbach.
Don't know why we're discussing this. The Warriors are the best basketball team of all time.
As we bring you all the info and news from around the sporting world. So tune into the second string, Mondays at 7, only on KRNU 2.
The Cat House is a local no-kill cat shelter and adoption center where volunteers pledge to care for and provide a loving home to hundreds of cats every day. The cats are housed in spacious rooms where visitors can interact and play with the cats. Donating to the Cat House provides medical care and helps find these cats a forever home. Located on the corner of 37th and O Street, visit the Cat House today to donate or adopt.
Located at Henslick Hall is UNL's Pixel Lab. At the Pixel Lab, UNL students and faculty can take advantage of professional-grade print services. For major projects, normal printers simply will not do. They lack the sizes, materials, and resources the Pixel Lab can provide. Simply save your project as a PDF and head over to Henslick Hall. You're important, and so is your work. Open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 o'clock, the Pixel Lab team is staffed with helpful employees ready to assist you. For your next project, be sure to stop by the Pixel Lab.
Wow, that was fast. Welcome back to Fast Forward. Stefan, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm thinking.
About?
Well, which came first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, the chicken had to lay the egg,
Okay. Well, let's just find out with Alex on Mysteries of the World.
Welcome to Mysteries of the World. I'm your host, Alex Fernando. Today we'll be finding out the answers to the age-old questions. Did the chicken or the egg come first? And most importantly, why does everyone hate Nickelback? Let's go find out. Did the chicken or the egg come first?
Definitely the chicken.
Where'd the chicken come from?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's a hard question, but where did the egg come from if the egg came first?
Where'd the chicken come from if the chicken came first?
Where'd the egg come from if the egg came first?
Why does everyone hate Nickelback?
Well, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a living meme. And I think with Nickelback, the year 2007 is a good indicator as why people hate Nickelback. They were inescapable, like the heat death of the universe, you know, it's coming for you and it's coming at you fast. You don't want it to happen, but it's everywhere.
Okay. Did the chicken or the egg come first?
The egg.
The egg, you're ready for this. Like, why the egg?
Chickens come out of eggs.
Where the eggs come out of?
The sky.
Falling from the sky? Would it crack?
I mean, I don't know. It would have to. Actually, I don't know, man. That's a tough question.
I guess I'd have to say the egg.
Where'd the egg come from?
The sky?
Good answer. The stork probably dropped it off, right?
I mean, I would imagine so, but...
Okay. Why does everyone hate Nickelback?
I don't know. I feel like they're outdated, to be honest. I don't like Nickelback.
You don't like Nickelback?
Yeah, they're just not my kind of style.
If I started playing some Nickelback songs, you would start singing.
No, not at all.
Don't deny that you know the songs.
Okay, maybe a little bit, but I do it with hate.
You would sing with hate?
Yes.
Chicken or the egg? What came first?
Ooh, neither. I think I don't.
Then how do we have chickens and how do we have eggs?
You know, honestly, it's one of those things that I think Y2K happened and none of this actually exists. About 90% of this is fake, so.
You know, that makes sense. Y2K just messed everything up.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Chicken or the egg? Which came first?
Well, the real answer is a circle has no beginning.
I don't know. We should all love Nickelback, honestly. Why?
Everybody sings to them. Everybody jams out with them.
Agreed. You're right.
Unnecessary hate. Start a movement to change it.
Change our hate towards Nickelback.
Bring Nickelback back.
Hashtag love Nickelback, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, ladies. Thanks for watching Mr. of the World. I'm your host, Alex Fernando. Be sure to go rock out to some Nickelback because, you know, you actually love them in your heart. Have a good one, folks.
Hey, Stefan, do you like Nickelback?
Well, let's just not get into it.
Okay, well, I know a band that you'll love. Let's catch up with Jesse behind the band.
My name's Aramara, I'm from Histrionic, and I play bass and I sing.
I'm Seth Beam, I play drums in Histrionic.
My name's Caleb Bogus, I'm the guitarist of the band.
We started in 2015, it was me, Seth, and then this kid named Cole Kemke, and I was like a sophomore and they were in 8th grade, so we started really young. We've all been friends for a while, and so we were like, yo, we should do a band together. I say alternative punk is what we play.
Songwriting process is usually Armar brings in songs that she has, like she'll play them on bass usually. So she'll bring them into Seth and I, and then we'll sort of build our parts around what she has. The influence for me probably is Isaac Brock of Modest Mouse. That's a big one for me.
Can't you feel the
Future goals, hope to tour this summer.
Other ones would be getting music out on platforms like Spotify and maybe Pandora and all that. Also, like creating a wider fan base than just Nebraska than we have, and also creating the scene here.
I'm listening to Histrionic.
It's histrionic.
What? No, they're very good.
You're really awkward. Like, you need to learn how to not be awkward.
Is it time for awkward?
Awkward moments?
Oh, awkward moments with Andrea.
Hey everybody, I'm Andrea Hogsett, and this is Awkward. Awkward. Awkward moments. Nailed it.
Are you socially awkward? I sure am. That's okay, because it's all part of growing up. This course is designed to help you counter that social awkwardness and embrace your own awkwardness within. During this course, our subjects will be exposed to different simulations of embarrassing predicaments. I'll be your instructor. Don't worry about my dress, because it's Casual Friday. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Jokes. We've all been in that situation where you get to the punchline of a joke and no one laughs. And then I said, you gotta go catch it. Instead of switching the topic right away, proceed to extend the moment out longer than necessary until people understand how hilarious your joke truly is. Lesson 2. Thanking a server. In this next scenario, you are at a nice dinner with a friend. Everything has gone splendid until the waiter brings the food.
Here's your food. Enjoy your meal.
Thanks, you too. Now you could either look sheepishly down at your food and tip the waiter extra well at the end, or you can quickly take a slice of whatever food you have on your plate and shove it into the waiter's hands, thus proving your statement of "you too" correctly. A pro tip is to never order the soup. Lesson 3, the wave. Unless you're the most popular kid on campus, chances are that you aren't going to know everyone. But there's always that moment when someone you vaguely know waves at you and you quickly wave back. This is a touching moment until you realize that that person wasn't in fact waving at you, but the person behind you. You must act quickly in this scenario to avoid lasting awkwardness. Quickly spot the next person in front of you and surprise them with a bear hug. They will be so shocked and happy to finally have human contact, they will not be able to speak until the person you accidentally waved at passes. Now I hate for our time to end here today, but as the great Justin Bieber once said, all good things must come to an end. Thank you for tuning in, and let's thank our lovely assistant for hanging out with us today. I'll see you next time on Awkward Moments, and I'll see you later, Donnie.
Name's Steve.
Lesson 4 is when you quickly put up a full screen graphic after saying the name incorrectly. Bye!
Who even has a flip phone anymore?
I do. These things are indestructible.
Wow, that was awkward. But look on the bright side. You can get an iPhone now. You remember when they first came out?
No, but I heard Shannon does. Let's find out on Rewind.
And welcome to Rewind, a show where we take a stroll down memory lane to look at all those things that make you say, wow, I feel old. I'm your host, Shannon Humiston. On today's episode, we will be looking back at some different events throughout history. Okay, I know what you're thinking. There are a lot of events and a lot of years to cover. There's no way I can hit everything. Well, you're not wrong, but I am going to try and name a few. Let's start 10 years ago in 2008. More specifically, April 22nd, 2008. Surgeons at Moorfields Eye Hospital in London performed the first operations using bionic eyes. These eyes were implanted into 2 blind patients, putting us one step closer to the Terminator. And sadly, the world lost a brilliant actor in 2008. On January 22nd, Heath Ledger was found unconscious in his Manhattan apartment and was later pronounced dead of a drug overdose. And let's go back to happy. Jumping to the most important date for everyone. Well, everyone except the superior Android users. On June 29, 2007, Apple released the first iPhone. This phone was widely considered the first modern smartphone, and it changed the cell phone game forever. Can you believe 2005 was 13 years ago? Yeah, 2005 was a teenager, and on April 23rd, the first ever YouTube video was uploaded. It was titled Me at the Zoo and was only 19 seconds long.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
On April 2nd, 2005, Pope John Paul II died. Over 14 million people traveled to the Vatican following his death to mourn the former pope. He was succeeded by Pope Benedict XVI, who would retire in 2013. This would make him one of only a few handfuls of popes to retire. Now, making a big leap to 2001, Bill Gates and Microsoft released Windows XP on October 25th, 2001. And making an even bigger jump to 1990, a single mother sitting on a train got the idea for a boy wizard. Author J.K. Rowling began writing Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It would be completed in 1995 and published in 1997. The Harry Potter series would become one of the most successful book and film series of all time. Finally, one of the most important events that would forever change history. On February 13th, 1962, McDonald's released the first ever Filet-O-Fish in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was in response to the Roman Catholic practice of abstaining from meat on Fridays.
That fish, give me back that Filet-O-Fish, give me that fish. What if it were you hanging up on this wall? If it were you in that sandwich, you wouldn't be laughing at all.
And that marks the end of our eventful journey on this episode of Rewind. Be sure to tune in next time to see what we look at next. I'm your host, Shannon Humiston, and I'll see you around.
Dang, I feel old now.
I know, right? But the great thing about being old is that we can grab some drinks after the show.
Maybe Margaret has some recommendations on the 5 o'clock hour.
Hidden beneath downtown Lincoln's Grand Mantz, the Boiler Brewing Company is pushing the limits when it comes to craft beer. Manager Thad Art says you'll notice right off the bat that the Boiler Brewing Company is different from most breweries, since it's located in what used to be the Grand Mantz's boiler room.
It's notable of where we are. Most breweries are in industrial parts of town, in big buildings with big doors that open for ventilation. We, in the basement of a 100-plus-year-old building, we do not have that luxury. So getting everything down here, all of these tanks, everything that's necessary to have a brewery was like a very intricate jigsaw puzzle. But like, we're stoked on it. Like that was the idea, is to do something out of the ordinary. And that whole attitude has transformed to kind of everything that we do.
Arts explains the Boiler Brewing Company remains unconventional by not packaging their beers.
We have numerous reasons for making that decision. One of them being that a lot of the beers we make, like this one that I'm drinking, which is called a Mimosa Goza, if you can see all the pulp in the glass. It's a German style mild sour beer that has salt in it, but then there's a ton of fruit puree added. Packaging breweries can't really do something like this because it's A, very expensive, B, very labor intensive, and C, what it takes just to serve it properly across the bar takes a little TLC up and above what a normal beer is. And if you were to put it into a can or bottle, it just wouldn't work.
As for the future, well, Art says the brewery will keep doing what it's been doing the past 2 years it's been in business.
And in 2 years, we've done, I think it's like 275 individual flavor profiles of beer. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Or if we don't like it, we'll never make it again. But that's like the fun of what we do, is the constant experimentation, the creativity, and that's what we want to keep doing.
And while you might have to head underneath the Grand Mantz to try Boiler Brewing Company beer, you're guaranteed an experience like no other brewery.
That place looks amazing. I should go there sometimes.
Well, the show's over. Let's go now.
Perfect.
Thanks everyone so much for watching.
It's been Fast Forward. See you next time.